So today I'm out waterfall chasing, and I remember this waterfall behind me here from last year. I got a couple of good photos of it, but we've had so much rain lately I wanted to come check it out, and sure enough it did not disappoint. So I'm going to show you how to turn an image like this into something like this. Okay, with the phone locked into a sturdy tripod, we've got the composition lined up. We're just switching over to Pro mode, or it might be manual mode on your phone. And you see it's blowing right out. That's because the shutter speed's too slow, so it's allowing in too much light. So first thing we're going to do is back down that shutter speed. Okay, now we can see the waterfall better. We're allowing in less light so we can see that image. And then we're hitting manual focus. Right now it's anything highlighted in green there is called focus peaking. So anything with a sharp edge to it, when it highlights in green, it's going to tell you that that section is in focus. So I set the focus to affinity. And we're still going to need to use an ND filter to block some of that light out, because I want to slow that shutter speed down and get that silky smooth water look. So in this case I'm just holding the ND filter right over top of the phone lens, right against the phone. And now we're going to slow that shutter speed down. And I usually play around with shutter speeds with the waterfalls anywhere from 1/16 of a second all the way up to 1 or 2 seconds. It really depends on how much water and how fast that waterfall is coming down. The slower the waterfall or the less amount of water coming down is usually when I slow that shutter speed rate down to about 1 to 2 seconds. In this case, I was playing around with, 1/4 of a second all the way up to 1.3 seconds. And you'll notice that when the image is shot, that right here, it's going to look really dark. And I do that on purpose. You don't want the water to look blown out. But in post, because I'm using a raw file, you'll be able to bring up all those shadows and darks. So I did walk away with a couple of images, and this is what they look like after editing. I'm heading to a local spot called Hole in the Wall. And there's a particular shot that I've been trying to get from this place, and I haven't been able to get it, but there's been so much rainfall lately. I'm really hoping this round I'm going to be able to get it. It's starting to rain on me again here, so we'll have to see. This particular place, they call it Hole in the Wall, because years ago, the city I live in here in Port Alberni, it used to be the water source for the city. Had a pipe that went right through this wall. And in order to get there, they blasted a hole through this wall to run the pipe for the water pipe for the city. And since then, the pipe's no longer there, and what's left is this hole. And now it's turned into a water feature. It's quite the local attraction, quite a tourist attraction for the city. Not a lot of people know about it, but it's known to most of the locals and people here on Vancouver Island. So if you're ever in the area, look it up. You won't be disappointed. So with any luck, this rain will hold off, and we'll be able to get that shot. Well, back in the truck now. I think that was a success. I did get a couple shots, not what I was looking for. The water was a little murky from the storms recently, and there still wasn't quite the amount of water that I wanted coming through that hole. But I'll show the images here and you can see. I didn't do any live vlogging while I was there because there was a lot of tourists down there today, and it was getting pretty soggy and wet, so I just wanted to get a couple shots and get out of there. But I think it was a successful day. I got some good shots of that waterfall earlier, and then now a couple of new shots I haven't had before of hole in the wall. So gonna call her a day. If you like this video, please hit the like button, give us a subscribe, tap the little bell notification so you get notified when I put up a new vlog. And until next time, get out and shoot.